Hello Scorpio, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie and this is your September monthly reading. My little assistant Blaze is usually here on the silk pillow, but it's that time, everybody's getting home, things are going on, and he gets really excitable, so he has stepped out for the moment. He might be back later. Today we're going to do the Celtic Cross for the monthly reading, and keeping in mind these are general readings, take only what resonates. We'll close off with an oracle card for the Scorpio collective. Also, you can check your sun, moon, rising, and north node for additional context and texture. And if you're interested in going deeper in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can talk through whatever themes or issues or questions you want to. I have links in the description below, along with links for donations if you enjoy these readings and would like to support my channel, or connecting with me on social media, which is also a lot of fun. I do a lot on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, so you can find me there as well. Okay, Scorpio, I'm also dressed up in a Virgo attire, the Virgo Virgin for the Virgo season. So we're wishing all our Virgos a happy birthday. I like to do a fun costume for the monthly readings, or just some sort of touch that's a little bit different. We like to have fun with it. Serious readings, fun costumes. Okay, let's get into this for you, Scorpio. You are starting off with actually a unique card to this particular tarot deck. It's an extra. It's called the Beyond, and this is about the soul. This is about your greater being. So you're immediately taking me into the depths, which I'm not surprised. In your current energies, you are dealing with something really deep right now, and I feel like it has to do with your not your belief system, but your actual inner knowing of something, of some sort of truth. The challenge you're having right now is with the King of Cups, and this may be you having a little bit of a challenge extending compassion to people that don't have this depth of understanding, or are just misled, or are just mentally brainwashed. There may be a little bit of a hard time really wanting to even be around anyone like that. And you know, as a water sign and being connected to the element of water and emotions, I think sometimes because we do feel so much, we can get a little defensive when it comes to energies and mental situations that are not supportive, and it can be a little hard for us to extend compassion towards someone else. That's what I'm kind of getting. You're having a hard time. Maybe it's getting caught up in the us versus them in some dynamic, and having a little bit of a hard time extending compassion or diplomacy in a certain situation. This could be for some of you towards yourself, where you're having this little inner conflict, but I'm kind of getting the sense that for many of you it's toward another person, situation, or group of people. So something to check on, and we'll clarify shortly. In your needed focus area, you have the Hanged Man. This is about getting a new perspective, and that would kind of tie into what I just said. Maybe you're feeling guilty because you're not having as much compassion or balance for being able to tolerate, you know, a certain people or a certain mindset. And there are definitely mindsets in this world of programming, brainwashing, and all that we should not tolerate, absolutely. But this feels more like on a personal level, like there's someone in your life. It could be a family member that disagrees with you about something, and you're having a hard time holding compassion toward that person, or extending compassionate energies when called for, right? And I'm not saying you have to go and like make them food all the time or offer them presents or anything like that. It's just when it's called for, you're having a hard time being understanding, and the needed focus is letting go of some of that. And maybe you have to sacrifice your pride. Maybe you have to swallow your pride for a second so that you can be around them a little bit longer to gain some sort of perspective. Because right now it feels like you have a lot of resistance to that. Not gonna lie. Scorpio's kind of giving me the you don't tell me, and I'm like, I get it. I mean, I'm a Scorpio North Node, so I'm learning these Scorpio behaviors, and I feel this energy rising in me sometimes. You know, you just kind of get to your wits' end with things and with people, and you kind of just lose your patience for being nurturing or compassionate toward them. It's understandable. It happens. Okay, in the past, you're bringing forth the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this is maybe where this was someone that you did provide for before, that you were a caregiver for, or you had some sort of responsibility with caring for this person in the practical world. And this could be, you know, this for some of you, it could be watching over or caring for an older member of the family, mother or father who, you know, hospice care, grandparent, somebody like that, maybe with dementia or an energy where they were hard to be around and you kind of lost your patience. Maybe they were saying things that weren't kind, you know. It seems like that kind of energy could be around just a coworker that is a real negative Nelly, you know, negative Nancy, negative Ned, and you're just like, I am so done with that person, you know. Whereas once you did care and you did try to provide for them, help them out, do something in their favor, and you're a little bit over it right now. In the future, you have the Queen of Cups. This would be where empathy comes back into play. It looks like you're going to embrace it again. Maybe after a period where you get to kind of calm yourself, distance yourself a little bit, get in a little bit more comfortable position where you can extend that empathy. Maybe you need your cup to be filled again before you can move forward with having empathy for this person or this situation again. Your place of power here and embodiment is the World card, and I'm really getting a letting go here. I feel like you might have reached a crossroad or a fork in the road with this person, and you may have to choose one way or another. And whether you ever again physically see or interact with this person, you're definitely having energies that are connected to them. So it may be time for some closure or some resolve in this situation, closing out a cycle with this person. It could be closing out the relationship, but doing so in a compassionate way where you're not leaving things unhealed and you get triggered moving forward. Okay, and in your allies and support, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is actually supportive energies around you. So you may be working with someone, collaborating with someone who has more expertise on dealing with difficult situations or difficult people. You're working with them. They can help you kind of overcome that sense of, well, I don't even want to, you know, waste my time here with this person, because I feel like you may even feel like this person wasted your time a bit. And but that is part of the wounding. That's part of the things that will keep triggering you out if you're not careful. So listen to your allies and support here, trying to help you maybe see other ways of working around this with more compassion and empathy. In the environment, we have the Three of Wands here. This is about foresight and fortitude and really strong progress forward. You may not feel yet like you're moving in that way. You may feel a little blocked. For some of you, this could be a creative block. For others of you, an emotional block. But there is something here where things are going to become more all-knowing to you. For some of you, it'll be more visible. For some of you, you will hear things more clearly. You will understand someone's words more clearly, okay, that you hear. Music may play a part in this. There may be just certain knowings that kind of come into your body where your body is giving you signals. So be looking for that in your environment, because I think it's going to really help you forward. In your hopes and fears, you have the Seven of Cups. This is really about you having the hope that you'll make the right choices moving forward and you'll be able to invest correctly emotionally for yourself. And then there's also that fear on the flip side of like, I'll be disillusioned, I'll be fooled again, you know, I'll be lured into something that just doesn't work for me once more. So it's both a hope and a fear. In the potential outcome, you have the Eight of Swords. Now, this is a card of imprisonment. So if you don't heed the advice of the energies that your greater being is presenting to me about this possible relationship ending and you being in the place of compassion and empathy. Ultimately, I'm not saying you have to force yourself to be there right now. You might be pissed off. I think you are, because at the beginning of your reading, you're like, I don't want to hear this. I think you're pissed off, and that's okay. It's okay for you to rage out a little bit in a healthy manner. It's okay for you to cry. It's okay for you to get all of that out. But there's also this potential outcome of you're going to feel trapped within yourself and unresolved if you don't find a way to shift yourself through some of these energies and land on the side of being more compassionate. This is a big part of your soul's journey. We're starting right off with the soul card. We're starting off with your greater being. Like, this is what's up. This is what's up in all of my energy right now. And, you know, this could come from someone hurting you, too. Someone may have hurt your feelings or really hurt you. And so it's understandable to have this struggle and to, at times, lack empathy. But we must admit when we're feeling that way and find ways to forgive and resolve that are positive, and not because the other person didn't do something wrong, but because we deserve to be free of those energies to really move along our path and move along our way. The soul card here, the beyond, is clarified by Temperance and the Sun. Yes, Temperance and the Sun. Give yourself some time and space here. Give yourself an opportunity to tackle some of your emotions more precisely. Okay, so we're pulling in on a Sagittarian energy, really focusing on what you want to resolve first. Just pull one of the threads. You don't have to do it all at once. But this is the unraveling that will lead to you feeling more content. It may be a little bit of time. These energies are challenging, especially when we've been hurt to the point where we don't even care or trust that other person, oh boy, anymore. Yeah, Scorpio, you're throwing the energies at me. For the King of Cups there, you got the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. There's a part of you, honestly, that just wants to run away from this person, from this situation. You don't want anything to do with it. You feel like you've weighed out the options, but you're honestly just at the beginning of this journey. You're closing out a cycle, okay? And this is a place of power for you. This is a power pivot point. Power pivot point, okay? There's opportunity in whatever you're putting your hand up to and saying no. There's opportunity in saying, okay, well, let me look at it from a different angle. Let me take a moment with it here with this Hangman in the needed focus area. You think you've weighed the options, but you haven't, and you're trying to kind of sneak away without really fully going through all the emotions, and those emotions will come back if you don't deal with them. Yes, the Hanged Man, the different perspective with the Hanged Man, the time to, okay, maybe you need to check out of the situation and out the energies for a minute. Maybe you need to hermit mode with this, but the Hanged Man gives you a different perspective. It allows you to let go of some of that anger or some of that hurt or pain. It allows you to release. Then comes in the Ten of Cups and the Fool. These are beautiful, open-hearted, opening energies. As you focus on this different perspective of, okay, maybe I can't let things go the typical way I would. Maybe it's not that clear-cut, Stephanie. Maybe I can't just do it just like that. And no one's expecting you to here. The Hanged Man is the place we put ourselves to gain a different perspective. We do not force the perspective. We do not make ourselves see things differently. We wait for the cues from the universe. And the universe is coming in with some open-hearted energy, with saying, like, listen, just because this person hurt you, or there's this situation going on that you're closing out here, or that you've had to that you're being kind of forced to let go of, or you feel forced, right? The universe is saying this is leading to something much more beautiful for you within yourself. This is going to be a situation where your heart opens bigger and wider than it ever has before. You will get that new perspective and return to 0 point, like a reset, so that you can feel rejuvenated enough to move into a place of compassion and empathy. It may not be in the exact same way, Yes, you got the Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands in the past position here with that Queen of Pentacles, where you were the caregiver, where you did take care of someone and maybe they hurt you. You're cautious about that, but you're also willing to swing at it differently. You're also willing, and you may have already tried this, you've experimented with this a little bit, possibly on a more minor scale. So with the Page here, you're learning how to cut through some of their judgments or some of their projections. You're still very cautious about giving that compassion and giving that care. And maybe you're not even recognizing that it may be the healthiest option is that you're doing that from a distance. You may never have to be around this person or this energy again, but you can do that from a distance, and it will help much more with you closing out this cycle. And it will help much more with you keeping your heart open, which is being encouraged here by the Fool and your needed focus. For the future energies, where here it is, the Queen of Cups coming forward, that's you with more of your cup full. You are walking away from this person or with this energy, with this Eight of Cups, but you've got the Magician here. All of a sudden here, when you embrace that empathy and that compassion and that care, and you're able to look upon this situation with that level of insight, new resources are coming to you. New ideas with the tools that you already have are going to come into play, and you're going to be able to take some sort of action toward that. So you have this power pivot point here with the World. Some nice energies coming in your future here. I see you moving along this, even though you might be resistant to it at first. The World is clarified by the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, the Empress is very intuitive, very creative, very loving, motherly energy kind of coming in. And the Ace of Pentacles coming in on this closing. So brand new opening up. Knowing that you will be able to relax back into the Empress energies. In fact, the more you can put yourself in calmer energies, whether you're masculine or feminine, putting yourself in calmer energies. There's a kind of a river that runs into like a hillside or a mountainside with a waterfall there. And that is a bit of chaotic energy that she's coming out of. And she's finding her dry, solid place. Hear all the thunder and the storming going outside. Power pivot point, Scorpio. But embodying some of these Empress energies, relaxing yourself in the garden for a while, connecting in with nature, creativity, mothering yourself a little bit, right? In the ways that you need to be nurtured. This is leading to a brand new beginning with that Ace of Pentacles for you, a brand new start, and it feels much cleaner than the energies you're in currently. Promising, more promising. For the Three of Pentacles here in your allies and support, you have the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Now you have the Seven of Cups in your hopes and fears as well. Isn't it cool that you have it in your allies and supports? That means that you're going to be able to lean into a more hopeful energy by knowing that you have choices, by taking the steps to fill your cup. The Ace of Cups is full and overflowing. The Queen of Cups keeps her cup full and overflowing here, so that she can offer empathy, compassion to the entire situation of whatever you've been going through here, to the person, the situation, the workplace, whatever it was. And the Seven of Cups is opening up opportunities. It's opening up choices. It's knowing that things don't always have to be done as they were. It's knowing that eventually we will naturally evolve to the point where we're not triggered by something any longer. So it's about choosing how we react in any given situation when the energies do arise. And you're being supported by this energy. Possibly by someone around you with that Three of Pentacles, because there's a collaboration there. So someone is helping you with sage advice. The environment here with the Three of Wands, about having that foresight, you get the Six of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. I really like these energies. We have a 366 here, and this is the energy of you absolutely embodying that opportunity to let things calm down. Let things calm down. That's nice energy for the Hanged Man, which is your needed focus area. And it's going to equalize your energies. I feel like even maybe you may see that you are rewarded in the material world or financially as you get better and better at embodying this compassion and empathy and releasing the old triggers. You may see a physical change in your body or in your monetary situation that will say, hey, Scorpio, you're moving in the right direction with this. Let's look at the Seven of Cups in your hopes and fears here. Now remember, I said you had the Seven of Cups here in your support and allies. You're offering to the energy of the Page of Cups, which you are putting love toward this. You're putting love towards your hopes, which I really like. You're opening up the heart there. There is still a little bit of defensiveness here. There is still, and you're a Scorpio. I get it. I get it. You're like, I can sting and I will, because I can sting, you know. But this is a PowerPoint pivot here for you. You're going to enter a world of so much more embodied empowerment if you can lay down that stick, lay down that wand, and know that it's almost like, you know, in the Matrix where the Agent Smith or whatever in them, they're shooting at Neo, and he just like puts his hand up and stops the bullets, and then just, you know, picks one up, looks at it, drops it down, and then the agents know they're in trouble because they know he's turned that corner. That's what's being encouraged here. That's in the energies for you with this situation. Okay, let's look at that Eight of Swords and the potential outcome here. The Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. Good. Okay, so I like this over the Eight of Swords because you have energies coming in here that will help you actualize and realize that your energy and your authority will ultimately remain pristine, right? And through your ability to be compassionate and through your ability to serve yourself and then eventually others through changes and difficult times and difficult situations, this supports your brand new beginning, and this will give you a whole new outlook on things that you did not have before. And what it feels like is freedom to me, Scorpio. Who doesn't love a little freedom? It's actually really beautiful energy. Whew, Scorpio, always taking me deep. We're going to close off your reading with a card from the Angel Dreams Oracle. These aren't really many angels in this deck. It's more about symbols and colors and energies and situations and environments, and the cards are flying everywhere. So the way I look at angelic energy is not the typical religious way of looking at it, or that it's something external of us. I feel that all energy can be archetypal, and that is energy available within us that we bring out into the world. So that's what we're asking for with this Angel Dreams message here. Scorpio, you got dancing, self-expression, and movement. Wow, this is a really nice, positive, forward-moving energy that I think will really help you through your current situation, because at first you're showing me a lot of resistance to moving in that direction. Dancing and movement allows ourselves to open up. It allows ourselves to express, and we may express through crying. You may express through anger. You may have a little rage dancing fest. I don't know. You seem pretty angry at the beginning of this reading, but eventually the energy will be moved through the movement of the body and through the movements of our arms, our legs, our hips. Allow it all to come out through dancing. I feel like that's a very important part of your healing process here. Scorpio, thank you so much for joining this very intense and deeper reading. I can't wait to see you next time.